I love buttons, probably not quite as much as my sister Eco Heidi, who is passionate about buttons. I love all of the different colors and shapes and sizes and designs. But what if you only have white buttons in your button stash? That's all I had, is white buttons. So what I want to do is show you how I take the white buttons and I transform them with alcohol ink. You could also use acrylic paint for this project, but I had my inks on the table and I grabbed them, and I thought it was really cool that you could create these little stands that hold some special messages. So let me show you how this is done. These white buttons are from Bloomingthal Lansing, and they have some really intriguing textures and designs on them which work perfect for this technique. So I just put a couple of drops of my alcohol inks into these plastic cups, and then I cut down my cosmetic sponges. You know, you can take one large one and cut it down into smaller pieces. And I like these buttons that have the design that go over the entire surface rather than just on the edge. They'll both work, but I like these that are a little bit more intricate. So I'm going to dab into my alcohol ink, so that has literally just sucked up all of that ink right out of that container. And then you just start dabbing. Doesn't take much, and use a light touch so that it only puts that color right on top of the buttons. Now you can come back and get different effects if you press a little bit harder. Let's try it with our aqua here with a little bit different design. It's really a very, very, very light touch, so you're just getting that raised surface. Isn't that cool how easily you can custom color your own buttons? You want to let this ink dry completely, and then what I did is I glued them onto a clothespin. Now I used the exact same ink and just brushed it right onto my clothespin, and then I used my Aleene's super thick tacky glue to glue my buttons on place. Once everything is glued down, you let it dry completely, then you take the gloss spray and you spray right over the top of these. On this particular clothespin, can you see that I have put the magnetic strip on the back? So this you can put, of course, on the refrigerator, anything magnetic. What I did on my other stands is I created this from Clothespins, where I poured into a mold and added just a skewer, and then I cut these to size depending on how tall that I want my design. Because this is Clothespins, I use that same ink to color the bottom of my stand. So when you take a close look at these, you can see that they all blend together because the alcohol ink is used on the base, on the skewer, on the buttons, and on the clothespin. So this is a really fun and easy way to decorate and play with buttons. I'm Tiffany Windsor, and I think it's cool to craft.